Google is the latest smartphone manufacturer working to provide users with the most top-notch pictures. But can their new Pixel 4 beat the new camera system for Apple's iPhone 11? Yahoo Finance's Dan Howley is here with his review and what camera worked best for him. Dan.
Smackdown.
I just bought the 11.
Here we go.
So
Me too. 11? Look at this, some 11 power
I have
over
it,
here.
11 power, but you're all right. So I don't know.
Smackdown.
I got them both. I got
you got
the
them.
Pro.
Oh, that's the 11 Pro.
This is the Pro.
That's a 3
Watch
cameras.
yourself.
I see
Watch
that.
yourself.
It has 3 on the back. Does that Google one have 3 on the back?
Got dose, not
Oh.
trace. So
Okay.
Google's falling behind there. It's not.
Strike one.
It wasn't a smart move. They went with a telephoto. Apple went with a telephoto and an ultra wide. Between the two, I gotta say, Google, when you're taking low light photos, notches just above the iPhone.
1 and 1.
1 and 1. We also, so I took a couple of pictures. One was the low light photo. Another was a selfie of moi.
That's you.
You could see here. So
Are you on the left or the right?
I'm on the right. I don't know who's on the
that's
left.
right, you are.
But I don't know, like the difference here really is the coloring. It doesn't do quite a great job, the Pixel, of picking up my actual skin tone.
There's a different depth of field on the Pixel.
Yeah. Well, they both have the depth of field feature on. That's the
okay.
portrait mode that's going on. But you can see the shirt's a different color. These are just wildly different cameras as far as the coloring goes.
So different.
But this is just the front camera. The rear camera, I took a couple of pictures, and I have one of I want to show this gorgeous yellow flower that I took a picture of. And basically, I wanted to show how the two phones handle color. And in one of them, the iPhone is able to get the coloring right, but the Pixel is a little bit better. The iPhone's sharper. This is where I'm adjusting the light, so you can kind of change the brightness and the darkness on the Pixel, which is a great feature. On the iPhone, you can't. You can only adjust the white balance, so you can see how it washes out. With the Pixel on the left, I made it look kind of almost radioactive, and then you could see the difference between the shots there. So really, my big takeaway from the two is the Pixel captures great colors and has a wider range of colors, but because of that, some photos look darker. So really it comes down to whether or not you want real rich color or whether you want them to look a little bit on the brighter side. I think when it comes down to low light shots, that's like really where the battleground is. Google is beating out Apple still. And then there was a feature on here where you can zoom in. Now they don't typically look good photos when you zoom in like 100%.
Yeah.
Google here, you can see the Pixel on the far left. It blows away Apple's. Apple's looks pixelated and kind of just artifacty, whereas the Pixel 4 still looks clear. I think that's really impressive, and that's part of their computational photography feature set that Google is pushing. They're really all about the software. When they debuted this phone, they basically said jack squat about the actual cameras themselves. They were all about the software.
So, I mean, so this is obviously the arch in Washington Square Park. So is Google using like its bank of pictures of that object, of which it has many, to create that?
It's basically, so what it does is it's able to, this is wild, it's able to see that your hand is moving. If your hand is moving, then you take it, which it naturally does.
Sure.
And then it takes pictures, bursts, as your hand moves. And because it's getting multiple pictures, it's able to layer all of those together to get the details to be more accurate, because it's just piling more information on more information on more information. Cooler, if you put it on a tripod, the freaking camera moves itself inside. And then that way, it's able to capture the images from different locations so that it can layer them on top of you. It's wild. You can actually see the camera move.
And yet there's never been more homelessness in the city of San Francisco.
Yes, but they will make better cameras.
I was also going to say, I mean, nice job and all your hard work, but no one's switching phones.
I know.
So it doesn't really matter.
Not until
Like,
iMessage goes on Android.
I mean,
It's the big problem.
it's no one's switching phone. It'd be like switching religion.
It
I'd have to
really
marry
is.
somebody that had an Android.
You have an Apple
You could
Watch?
convert.
Wow.
I could convert, but I would need to. I'm saying if I married somebody that had
already
an
married.
Android, then maybe I would
I'm not going to
change.
say it again.
You have an Apple Watch? You have AirPods? There's no way you're going to go to Android.
That camera would
When
have
are they
to.
going to do that? Is
I don't
Google
know.
going to have AirPods?
Make
They
me
have them.
Oh,
not have
okay.
to
That's
put
for
on
another
makeup.
segment?
Yes.
Dan Howley, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.